one time. If you put us in, then it's crunch time. We eat the cob like it's lunchtime. If we talking sports, we ain't nothing nice. All we really need is one time. If you put us in, then it's crunch time. We eat the cob like it's lunchtime. If you talking sports, we ain't nothing nice. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist.
What's going on? What's going on, Call How We See It Nation? It's your boys, man. We back for better than ever, man. Yeah. I got JJ, Amori J, and Eddie Dean with me. How y'all fellas doing today?
I'm feeling like Hennessy VSOP, man. That's what I'm feeling like.
Man, I want to get the cracking on that Henny, bro, but unfortunately, I got things to do this morning, man. But for my daughter, so I can't get cracking on the Henny, man. Like I said, always drink responsibly. So that's a must.
We can live through them though. Dude.
Hey,
we can live through Amari and Jay.
Y'all can live through me. You feel me? I got y'all. I'm gonna take extra shots for every shot that I take for y'all. That's what we
look at that. And we also got that tequila, baby. Shouts out,
sir.
shouts out to them too, man.
Yeah, y'all don't want to.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Right now, I turn into a whole different. I don't want that.
Man,
yeah,
I don't want
that.
I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts of that, big dog. Like that sounds dangerous in itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and beep. I'm gonna find that beep edit button again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling y'all straight up, the day that y'all try this,
I'm not gonna try it.
Y'all might switch to tequila, man.
I'm not gonna try it.
I'm gonna try it.
This shit right here. Hey.
All right, and your ass gonna be at a stoplight. You sleep.
Nah.
You fucking with it.
Don't know if my foot on the brake on the car park.
I ain't driving home this time. We both gonna be sleeping on that bitch.
They got some cops be watching the video from that camera at that stoplight, and it's classic at they station.
They probably sitting there just laughing their ass off.
Yeah, it's all on like, TikTok.
Hey man, these motherfuckers got far, and he just stopped.
Like, did they motor go out, or are they just that done?
Get rid of the track in the hotel room, man. But fellas, check this out, man. We got some good topics today, my fellas, man. So look, we all know the NBA playoffs has taken off, man, and we've seen some pretty amazing things and some pretty things that just make you just be like, hell, what the fuck? So fellas, my question to y'all on this one, man, is like, what has surprised y'all in the playoffs so far? What team has surprised y'all in the playoffs so far? Just to be more specific, man. I just want to know how you guys feel. And I feel like I do owe you guys an apology. I told you guys via text yesterday. I will apologize in this episode. I don't know about the crying part. I think I lied on that one to y'all, but I don't know if I could cry. I don't want to go to the school with my eyes red and they think I'm going through something. You know what I mean? So I'll hold off the crying. The next thing I want us to talk about, man, I want to know who you guys' top player or top athlete is in all sports, man. Basketball, football, soccer, golf, tennis, NASCAR. Is NASCAR really even a sport? I mean, do you have to be athletic to do NASCAR? But we're going to include it anyway, man, because ESPN shows that shit. Okay. So we'll throw that in there, man.
Won't be my pick, though.
Yeah, but what's that other game that the guys play with the little bags and shit? That's a sport too now, man.
Bags.
Yeah, with the little board in the bag.
Grocery shopping? Oh,
you talking about the cornhole shit?
Yeah, cornhole. See, I'm going blank in the morning. Cornhole.
I know motherfuckers that be getting sweaty as fuck playing that shit, man.
I was gonna say.
So ESPN, so it's a sport.
If that's the case, grocery shopping should be one shit, because I be carrying a motherfucking ton load of them motherfucking bags in the house.
And it's similar to cornhole.
And hey, man, that reminds me of like Shop Till You Drop, fool. I don't know if y'all remember that from off the Game Show Network, bro, but that shit is player though. I'll be good at that too, man. Yeah, Shop Till You Drop, fool. And then the last thing, man, we gonna discuss, fellas, man, is the top 5 sports movies of all time, man. So I kind of want to know what you guys feel about that.
Is it top 5, or are we just picking our favorite?
Y'all pick your favorite, whatever.
But that's a good question, though. It's always a good question.
It's your top
any
5.
List, is it my top 5 or is it?
Well, no, I didn't even. No,
that's a good question.
Top 5.
I didn't even know we were doing a top 5. I thought we were just doing our favorite of all time, or whatever. So
I be cheating on the 5 list anyway. I be naming like 30.
I'm gonna do that shit today. You want to do it? Hey,
okay, well, yeah. Because I mean, I could easily pick a 5, but I was just gonna go with my number 1. That's what you know.
That's cool. Yeah, pick your however you want to do it, but just give me 5 of them, man. Because I'm kind of curious to see where everybody's at, man. I did just answer that. Yeah. Motherfucker drunk. He's drunk. I'm drunk already, man.
Yeah, no, do whatever you want, but give me 5.
Give me 5 of them hoes. I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
What you
like-
do? You give me like
I think I pay attention to y'all too much because I'm like,
Yeah.
No, I caught that
Give
too.
me his
I
5
caught
best.
that too. I
What
caught it
what are
too.
his basketball moves?
I caught
or
it too. I
football
was like, hey,
moves?
bro, hey,
Damn,
I was like, hey, bro,
just
I
give
don't
me
want to shoot
5.
the ball. No, shoot the motherfucker anyway. It's right.
yeah, D is a subtle bully. He just kind of like, it's cool, but yeah, I still want my 5 though.
Yeah, like, hey, I can't pay the rent. No, you don't give me that motherfucking rent.
Oh, it's cool. Don't worry about it, but just make sure you got my money today, motherfucker. That's literally what just happened. I was like,
with interest. Like, what the fuck?
I thought I was tripping. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Nah, bro, I heard that. I sat back like, huh. Like,
Go on, it's 5, fool. That's all I'm saying about my 5, bro. That's
all
all
right,
I
man.
want.
Yeah,
love
hey,
it.
We
good
got
shit,
5
good
on it.
shit,
So
bro.
anyway, fellas, man, it is showtime, man. Let's
Yes,
get this
sir.
bad boy cracking, man. We already laughing and full of jokes early in the morning, man. I love it, man. That's good, positive energy, bro. So first off,
Always.
man, anything we gonna start this one off with you, my man.
Ooh.
So
Ah,
I want to know, man, what team has surprised you in the playoffs thus far?
Well, unlike some people that were, for whatever reason, was pulling with the wrong team, I ain't gonna name no names.
Are you gonna call him out? Call him out.
No, I'm going
Call
to
him
say
out.
that. I'm going to let.
we
that
gonna wait.
play
Yeah,
out.
we gonna wait for that to the end.
Yeah, let's let that play out.
we gonna take that apology later.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not even. Let's not.
Let's
I
see
don't
where
wanna
it's going
overshoot.
already.
I
Yeah.
don't want to. Blow my wad too early. But no, I'm gonna be honest. I have yet to be surprised.
Mhm.
Everything is kind of playing out the way I figured it would. But of the things that are surprising, it's a couple things, if you want to call them surprises, that I would
Yeah.
consider maybe somewhat surprising. For me, and this is not really a surprising thing, but it's the injuries.
Mhm.
And the thing about the injury is that they to be expected anyway. Somebody gonna get hurt. Multiple people gonna get hurt. So it's gonna change the dynamic of how.
Yeah.
Remember I brought that up too about how. Remember I said stars are not available like it used to be back in the days. Remember I brought that up.
That was about 3 episodes ago. You sure right. So and you really. So that and really, matter of fact, I kind of want to touch on that a little bit because it kind of it's changed the way things are moving. But that's more the surprise to me right now is the injuries with Booker and Middleton. And the one with Middleton actually changes the way that I was projecting Milwaukee because I was figuring Milwaukee was coming out the East, and I don't know anymore.
Me too.
But
Me too.
I get
Same
that.
here.
So basically, I'm surprised by that. I'd be surprised. Besides the injuries, my second thing is, and it's just me being stupid, but I'd be surprised if Ben Simmons plays in Game 4 for the Nets.
Yeah, that would be surprising
Because
that
at
makes
this
zero
point,
sense.
it's almost like if you that punk ass dude and you at the club with your buddies and you see them getting their ass whooped and you know you don't want to jump in, he'd be stupid to me to jump in at this point because I really think that shit is. I think they cooked. But again, I don't want to jump on that too much because somebody else is going to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's a guy I like a lot, and he's a nice guy, and I respect his opinion. So I'm gonna let him handle that when he feels the need to talk about that. But
Thank you.
you're welcome because I'm glad you know what I'm talking
Oh wait. Oh, we talking about D1? Oh
well,
shit.
Maybe. So Other than
I'm
that,
gonna pay that bill for sure.
Other than that, now I will say this much: if he does play, I'll be even more surprised because, and I'll eat my words if they put him in like fuck it, and he come in there and drop like a 34-point triple double, and they win, and I'm like, oh shit. Then I'd be surprised again. But other than that, more than anything, that's my only real surprise. I look at most of the matchups. Between I like Dallas and Utah right now.
I like that series.
I enjoy watching Donovan Mitchell play, and I think they series is 2-2 right now.
Yeah,
I love them. I love the. You know what? There is a little surprise. I like the Memphis and Minnesota series. I didn't think Minnesota was gonna be hanging around like that.
I told y'all that's the third on the field.
And I was talking shit. I know Amari said they probably would get swept.
And I'm gonna get on that.
Honestly, I feel that might be the biggest surprises right now. And I still think they're gonna lose, but they hanging around. So I got it, and I eat my words on that. So I'm kind of surprised on that.
Yeah.
Other than that, but that's another good series. I like the Phoenix and New Orleans series. About my favorite one to watch right now. Not to be funny, but since really my favorite one to watch is the Brooklyn and the and the Celtics. That's my favorite one. But
and I think that's only my favorite because I want to see Durant and Kyrie get put out. I think more so because of that. It's not even a competition. It's more so because
I just enjoy watching people.
Yeah.
Yes. They just love shit on me today,
because
bro.
you know what?
Me, bro.
We're being honest. We've been trying to call it how we see it.
We're calling how
I see it.
And that's I'm not going to bring that up. I'm not going to bring that up this segment. But one thing I do want to say is if he don't win, if he get, I mean, he's not going to win. They're not coming back. But now, what do you say when
gentlemen sweep at the best?
But here's the thing, though. Now, what do you say now? The fact that it ain't Westbrook no more. You got Kyrie, and you got about to get swept. Before you,
please let me touch that, bro. Please let me touch that.
Before your excuse was Westbrook, you feel me? Then you had to go to an already championship team to win. You get your own team with the guy you chose to play with, who's not Westbrook, who y'all put all the criticism on.
Blame on.
It's always the blame.
And now
problems and shit.
And now
he's the troublemaker. He's the guy that can't play with people.
Out in the first season. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well,
first
you taking my take. Keep going. Keep going.
Look here. I'm gonna take like this, and I'm almost done. At the end of the day, and we talked about this, and really, to be fair, again, we make a lot of jokes, but to be fair to something that I think you brought up that we were talking about, D, and that we all know it's kind of true, is the whole aspect of the fact that and I'm gonna mention this and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
Are these people, as in Kyrie and as in KD, are they leaders on their team? Again, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
I sure did. Other than
that, I'm almost done. I still got Phoenix coming out if they can recover. Look like they kind of holding.
They will because right now it looks like the experience is what's carrying them over.
Yes, so
that's what it is.
Still pissed off about last year.
I said it was going to be between them and Golden State, so I'm still kind of there, which is easy. That's a layup for me. But right now without Middleton, I'm kind of feeling Boston, and that's it. For me.
Yeah, me too. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Right. What more, Jay? But since you went ahead and shitted on me.
I didn't shit on you. Come on, man.
It's okay. It's okay, man. I'm over here crying, man.
I did not even mention your name. Come on, man.
You didn't have to. I know the viewers.
Kind of shorted on him, though. You shorted on him a little bit.
Well, shit, I got some. Where the paper towels at and shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, look, all right.
White.
So
tell me how you feeling, man.
My big surprise, and it is the Memphis and the Timberwolves series. I did say, and like Eddie said, I'm a man. I could take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said that I felt it was at best was going to be a 5-game series, and if that, maybe even swept them. So that the fact that that's a series that has surprised me. Now, the more I think what it is more so that surprises me is that, or a question to ask is, well, is it really that Timberwolves have found their identity? Have they found themselves? Have they kicked it up under the gear? Or is it simply just that Ja has not been that superstar that we were ready to give? We've all been saying that he's going to be he's that next guy, he's going to be that next brand, guy of the NBA. And right now he hasn't been that, and I think that if Ja would have been Ja, this whole series, it would be over in 4, to be honest. And to go over some things, right? Right now, Ja's getting outplayed by Edwards. And Edward, he's getting outplayed right now.
Anthony Edwards is balling right now.
And he's poised to be that dude right now too.
Exactly.
So.
That is now his team. That is not Cat's team. That's not his team. That is
Anthony Edwards' team. I'm watching that.
Quick question, Amari. So do you think that's because there's less pressure on Minnesota to produce and there's more on job?
No, I just think that Anthony Davis stepping up, bro.
He is, but
Anthony Davis. Wait, Cat.
I mean, Anthony. Yeah,
he is. Yeah, if I would never compare them ever.
No,
now,
I mean,
as far as I can't say it
Edwards,
like that. At least he's available. At least he's available. I'll say that. But to skip that, to go to your question, the whole that is a big thing. Obviously, when you can go out there and just pretty much play loosely and not have much to lose, that is something.
On the court.
That is something. But I don't think that's in this case. I don't think that's a scenario. I really think it's just that Ja. And here's the thing: we were ready to name Ja a superstar. We were ready to name Jaren Jackson a superstar. Jaren Jackson has been quiet. I think his best game has been, 14 points and like 8 rebounds so far. That was his best game. All the other games, he's averaging like maybe 8 points. He's not a factor right now. That's a big thing going into the playoffs. We thought that him and Ja were those two guys that, were going to dominate. Obviously, by having Brooks back, that helps a lot. We know, Bane and Clark, but right now, Bane is
holding it down.
Bane and Clark are carrying this team right now.
And three.
And what I was saying, going back to the whole Edwards is outplaying Ja right now. Look, I'm gonna name from game 1 till 4. Game 1, Ja was 8 for 18. That was the loss. All right. Game 2, 9 for 16. They won. That's that's close. That's good shooting percentage. Game 3, 5 of 18. They won, but 5 of 18. It wasn't because of him, right? Game 4, they lost 4 of 13. So he's really only had one okay game. He has not had not one Ja game in this series. And then if you go over to Anthony, if you go over to Edwards, right? Edwards, first game, 12 of 23, 7 of 16, 6 of 13, 7 of 14. He's shooting the ball from almost 50 and up 50% and above every game. He's out. He's outplaying Ja right now. The best
making
players,
threes.
So is Ja not that
Ja
dude?
is not stepping.
Has he not taken that next step yet? Or is
that's
he
the thing.
not what we thought he was?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not giving it so much to being that Timberwolves have found themselves and they've hit another gear. I'm saying more so Ja's not doing what we expected him to do.
He's keeping them in the series. Yeah,
exactly. He's getting outplayed. And again, like I said, Bane. We know Bane is Bane. We expected Bane to be that extra X factor.
He's there.
But right now, Bane and Clark off the bench is carrying this team. Adams has been quiet, which is crazy because he's a vet with a lot of playoff experience. He's quiet right now.
The guys the bench yesterday.
If Adams is giving you what Adams is supposed to give you, if Jaren Jackson is that guy he's supposed to be, if Ja's the guy he's supposed to be, this series is over right now.
Yeah.
So that's my surprise in this playoffs right now.
All right. Well, so I want to ask this one thing, and I want everybody to be honest whenever I ask this question, though, because when I watch Memphis play, right, and I think somebody alluded to this, man, the playoffs is a different beast. It's different in the regular season when people are not giving you your all, but when people in the playoffs, people play you for real. So is this a situation where pressure is busting pipes?
See, that's what I'm asking.
Because it seems like to me, like when I watch this, I'm beginning to feel like Ja's not that dude that we think he is, because he's been guarded by Patrick Beverly the whole entire game, and Patrick is truthfully, Patrick has gotten to him in more ways than one, not just on the court, but whatever's going on the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter with the messages. They so busy worrying about battling each other on the fucking internet, and it ain't producing on the basketball court. That's what I'm beginning to see,
so
man.
many moving
and I feel like
pieces,
it's
to me, it's not enough sample size. And let me interject just for 5 seconds, because I mean, you got. Is it a bad, like I was telling him, but you even added more nuance to this shit. So is it that he hasn't taken the next step yet? Is it possibly, from what you're saying, D, even possibly just a bad matchup for him? Like it's so many things it could be.
It is a good matchup. It is a good matchup.
It's a good matchup.
But back to
I'm talking about, but like a bad matchup for him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
and throwing his game off. Like, shit.
I just don't believe in the aspect of it, the matchups and all that. I feel is a fair thing to talk about. In this case, I don't think that the pressure is the part of it as far as being in the playoffs, because they're going against a team that I really feel like wasn't even supposed to be here. I feel like if Timberwolves would have went against any other team, they'd be done. I feel like if they were going against the team that the Memphis has shown all year, they'd be done. I think it's just they're not playing up to par right now, because if they're playing against a team that had experience, then I can say, okay, the pressure would be a factor, but they're not playing a team with experience. So I think it's just showing that Memphis needs to grow up.
I'm glad that you said that.
Is what I think it is.
So I'm glad that you said that.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. But is it safe to say that same principle can be applied to Minnesota? That they play well above their par, like they get the fact that, hey, this could be it, because you can have a young team walk in and be like, you know what, man, I know that they're better than us, but every day that we step out here, we have to be 120%. And it seems like Timberwolves walking up on the court like, man, look, we know that y'all better than us, but we gonna give 120%. And everybody seemed to be doing that, and it's like as if Memphis don't even get it. They just think because their regular season was great, like this is how they play. It should just carry over.
And you're right.
Timberwolves not playing like that. They playing hungry.
But look here. I like the point that Amari just said, because he made a very good point. Y'all ever been out on the court, and these dudes professionals, but again, use the lack of experience as a catalyst.
As a tool. Yeah.
If you ever been out on the court and you play better, but you playing somebody who either like your little nephew or somebody that's sorry, and they be in the game with you, you be like, man, hold up, and it be like the game be a lot closer.
I'm like that in bowling. I'm like that in bowling.
Exactly, and it's almost like yo game step down. If you are not experienced enough to handle that, then I'm talking about as far as Ja and Memphis.
Yeah.
And I could see what he's saying as far as that. That kind of does make some sense when you look at it that way.
Yeah, when you say it like that, yeah.
Because if you are an experienced team, then you're gonna put your ass to the gas and just murder the
you want to
team in the first round.
If like the Warriors right now, like the Warriors, they putting their foot on the gas.
Exactly.
They choking them out.
Yeah, they putting their foot up next, and they want to get up out of there so they can
get up out of there so they
rest.
get ready for the second. Yes.
Yeah. And Memphis right now,
you play down to the level of the team you playing because you don't have that playoff experience, and that might be what we're seeing. That's a very good point.
That's a good point, JJ. Let's squeeze you in here, man. Tell us how you feel, man.
Everything's been summed up pretty nicely. I mean, I agree with absolutely everything that y'all said.
Is that your surprise too?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I had already looked at it. I mean, it's like y'all said, we had already talked about them getting swept in the first round. But I mean, everybody else is kind of doing what we thought they were gonna do. And I mean, the injuries and everything, play a part. But I mean, that's everybody.
Yeah, motherfucker.
But yeah, now Beverly and them, they're doing their thing. But it's kind of like what y'all said. I think the Grizzlies kind of felt comfortable in the situation they were, and Timberwolves know they have to play, because if they would have got swept or if they lose, I mean, they're not going to hear the end of this shit, because they came out doing all that bullshit after that play-in.
Yep.
So, I mean, everybody is just waiting for them to lose.
But I think even if they lose, though, I think I could still say I'll give them a little bit of kudos.
I would give them kudos.
Yeah,
because
they came
for
out
making
swinging.
the series out of it. Yeah, at this point, I ain't got nothing bad to say about them.
Yeah, because I mean, they came out, they did their thing. They didn't just come out and lay an egg and that was it. Yeah. So
I give them credit for that.
They're going at it, but I mean, y'all know they have commentators out there that are gonna try to make a thing out of this.
Yeah.
So as soon as they lose, they're gonna be like, oh, they do. So that's what they're there for. They're gonna try to make something out of it, and they're just waiting for the day that they lose to do all this bullshit. But yeah, that was my team, my surprise, because
I was too, because I was gonna talk a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, but they ain't let me done it yet.
I still can't stand Cap, man. He needs like in the off season, he needs like how most people have like a PR rep or somebody that handles your social media and this is that. And you can get a vocal coach, you can get a acting coach. That motherfucker needs a personality coach, bro. Yeah. That motherfucker gets on my nerves.
He needs to go to personality camp.
I mean, the facial expressions,
I need new clients right now.
The just everything he does, it annoys the fuck out of me. I want to slap the fuck out of him sometimes, bro. Did y'all watch the game last night?
Like, I watched the game. I'm about to touch on it too.
That was the one I missed.
Look, that's cool. He came out. He said he's playing with fire, but bro, some of the shit that he does, it's just like, bro.
And his facial expression sometimes is off.
Like, come on, bro. It's just, bro. Just be the corny motherfucker that you was. I was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? This shit you trying to do, it make people want to like dunk on your ass. It's
just be that corny.
Like, bro, I could be 5'5" and I'm gonna still try I'm gonna get a ladder while you're not looking and try. I want to dunk on your face, bro. Like, bro.
Damn.
Oh, God. He kills
so look, because he's saying this too, man, and you talking about that though, he also needs a coach when it comes down to getting out of double teams or seeing double teams coming. Because man, they double teamed him, bro, and he really looked like a deer in some fucking headlights, bro. Like he didn't know what to do. If Edwards wasn't bailing his ass out, bro, this could have went horrible, because a lot of those turnovers was because he was getting double teamed and he see it coming and he didn't even have the balls. The awareness, man, to find the open guy, man. Like he was just trying to create a shot out of a double, triple team. And it's like, yo, bro, like you got 3 dudes open, man, and you not even paying attention, man. Like you gotta do better, man. I'm sorry. Edwards is saving their
But
ass.
you say D, he ain't had a balls.
He ain't had the balls, man. He had the ball in his hand, bro.
I'm almost starting to get scared. If some people see our podcast, we're gonna be like 3-4 motherfuckers coming to whoop our ass, man.
Hey,
I'm
and
we gonna
be
talking shit.
And we gonna be ready, goddamn. We
gonna
gonna
get our ass whooped together.
Fuck all that. I'm
gonna get my ass whooped.
Hey.
I'm gonna get my ass whooped regardless, big dog.
No, you ain't. Be right there. I'm a dirty fighter. Shit, we gonna get.
I'm a dirty fighter.
We gonna get through this. Shit.
But so I go there to finally be able to speak my piece, man, on what I feel is so surprising, right? Obviously, y'all took y'all little shots, and I feel good about it. I'm still alive. I'm still standing. I think that's what Elton John said, bro.
I need another cup.
Can we get a lighter and a candle? Maybe we can cut all the lights off, man, and put it up, man. This is a sad song, man. What the fuck has happened to Kevin Durant? KD. He playing like DK. I don't even know. He don't even get initials no more, man. You know what he playing like? He playing like Duran, like as if the band Duran on the court playing, man. Like
right now,
points,
KD stand,
in the fourth quarter. Man, Kyrie, look, he played one good game. Ramadan took place and he was able to eat. I'm mad that he ate because now he done ate and he ain't even showing up. You get what I'm saying? Like
right now, KD stand for kill death ratio right now, and his kill death ratio is low.
He got the itis. Man, he ain't too good.
He had like a 1.0 on kill death ratio right now, boy.
Man, shouts out to Jason Tatum, man, for becoming that star that we all wanted him to be. And he's doing his damn thing, bro. And I don't want to take nothing away from this brother because he's doing something that nobody hasn't done, which is he made this man look incredibly untalented.
And when I say like two, was that like 2 games ago when I text all y'all saying that we're watching him, we're watching him change right now.
Tatum is doing what Morant should be doing.
Yeah. Durant out there.
Morant is keep going, D-Wall.
Man, Durant is man. Look. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this before anybody else says it, man. I said this before, and I said it again. Winning MVP with 4 stars on your team, bro, does not make you the best player in the world.
Hell no.
I'm beginning to say this, and I don't ever want to hear his name uttered with LeBron James ever again.
Yeah.
Ever again, because LeBron ain't never put up no 16 points. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Not like this with 25 turnovers, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he damn near got 20 turnovers.
LeBron put up numbers every game against that Warriors team. Even if they lost, he put up 30-something numbers. And
he was the MVP. He was the MVP, and they wouldn't even give it to him because he's on the losing squad.
The fucking giant, not the sleeping giant, the fucking awake giant. Goddamn it.
Yes. So look, I'm gonna be the first to say this, man. He is not the best basketball player in the world, and nobody better not ever come across and say that shit ever again, man. That shit needs to be deleted. That shit needs to be deleted. In the trash can, file 13, archive it somewhere, wherever you got to do it, and never bring that back out again. The best player in basketball is LeBron James, and that's it, period. That's the end of discussion, man. That's the end of that. And as far as his championship, his rings go, bro, that all belongs to Steph Curry.
Exactly.
That all belongs to Klay Thompson. And
yes, sir.
That belongs to and Steve Kerr. That belongs to them because he didn't technically win that MVP like everybody else won that MVP.
He was just out there. He was just out there taking shots.
Yes, it's easy to be out there shooting around when nobody has to really guard you. Now that people guarding you because you the star.
Once this playoffs,
I'm not gonna lie.
Them whistles that got swallowed. I'm loving it, and it's throwing motherfuckers like that off, bro. It's like they out there game.
Hey,
and I'm talking about just with Brooklyn. I'm talking about the whole playoffs. It's making for better. It's more. Let them guys play, and it's throwing people like that.
I love it.
You put anybody out there.
To show you how much of a story.
You put anybody out there with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Curry. You put anybody out there that's a decent player. They gonna.
Now you can put me out there. I'm gonna get
And that's what I'm trying to
8.
And that's what I'm trying to get to.
That's what I'm getting.
So you put a superstar out there with 2 other superstars that can put up 30 on your ass in 2 quarters.
Two and a half.
Y'all, everybody.
Don't forget about Draymond Green.
Everybody wants to continue.
2.5 stars out there.
Everybody wants to continue and talk about the bubble championship with the Lakers. No, fuck that. If anything, that was the bubble championship of all championships. That should have been an asterisk championship over anybody.
That was an asterisk. Thank you.
Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious.
Matter of fact, okay, I got some questions. Y'all remind me because I'm trying to remember. When did they win the 73 games?
That was the
No, they won the 73
that was the first
before
season.
Durant got there.
Yes, exactly. That's my point. They won 73 before he got there.
Yeah.
So, dog.
Well, yeah,
so
that's what that was the whole.
That's
that was the whole
up.
hit.
They added Durant to that team.
Yeah. That's the whole hit, bro.
So that come on, bro. It's like, shit. What we really doing, man?
Bro, I'm seeing a complete and utter meltdown. Again, I apologize to y'all, man. I'm gonna say it now. I apologize to y'all because I picked these boys to win, no matter if it was Milwaukee or no matter if it was Boston. I said Kevin Durant was that dude.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant can't be stopped. I text y'all again for game 3, and I said Kevin Durant about to I told y'all game 2 he was gonna show up. Let's be honest. And in game 3, I said he was gonna show up. And this motherfucker is absent. I had to call the police, and I'm in Texas. I had to call the police in Brooklyn to figure out where this fool is at because he's absent.
So D,
can't be found.
Have we been fooled? Like, okay, think about what we
I
talking
have
about.
been fooled.
No,
I
I'm
have
just
been
saying.
fooled.
No,
hold on. Let me pose the question to everybody.
Yeah.
Have we been fooled? The same thing I was saying. We were texting, talking about that OKC team with Durant and Westbrook and Harden and all these motherfuckers. Like, were we fooled? Can they play team ball and win? Because otherwise, it's like, who are these dudes really, man?
So
maybe they knew something back then we didn't know. Is what I'm talking about. The front office at OKC.
Yeah, here's my take real quick and make this quick so we can move on.
Come on, please, come on. I want to hear it.
Real quick. I don't think we will be fooled. I do think I will never take away. I think that Durant is one of the top 3 most talented scorers to ever do this shit. I will never take that away from him ever. He is that dude when it comes to being a bucket, but he is not the guy that's going to be able to take over a game, and he's not that number 1 guy. He needs another person, or shit. He might be
LeBron James.
He may be the perfect matter of fact. Let's say it like this: he's the Middleton to Giannis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He a number 2, bro. He a number 2. He a good number 2. He can't be number 1.
And Kyrie, you know what? And the same thing with Kyrie. He tried to do all that slander with LeBron and shit and all that. Yeah. And I feel like right now, all that is coming back on him and KD right now because he slandered LeBron kind of in the sense like he didn't need LeBron and all that.
I got a guy that could make buckets just like me.
KD,
but guess what? He ain't getting you no ring either.
KD slandered Westbrook. And you know what? At least Westbrook wasn't scared to try to. Will Westbrook shoot your ass out of a game? Hell yeah, he can. But at least he wasn't. He was doing what he was trying to do to get y'all to the next level. And that, you know what I'm saying?
Disappear.
And you know he didn't. He disappeared as far as percentage wise, but he was doing what he felt he needed to try to do because maybe Westbrook seen something in KD that he felt he wasn't a. You know, we thought that he was this go to this alpha, you know what I mean? Maybe Westbrook knew that already. Maybe he knew he wasn't the alpha, and that's why Westbrook was taking all them damn shots.
Yeah, I you know what, man? It really it really sucked. Ben Simmons, there's no need for you to come into the game, Ben. Like this is it.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, go home, comb your hair out,
go ahead.
You know,
yeah,
get a massage.
Don't hurt your back. Don't link up with Deshaun Watson whenever you go get your massage. Just do your thing by yourself, bro.
Fuck.
Just do your thing by yourself.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck was that?
Just do your thing by yourself, man, and everything gonna be all right. But fellas, again, I do apologize to y'all because I was absolutely positively wrong about the Nets. I'm hurt, and I'll never do this again, bro. I'll never ever speak of that man's name like that. He get all lowercase letters to me now, bro. He ain't even capital no more, man. So look, fellas, let's go on to the next one, man. So I want to know who you guys' best sports player is or best athlete in sports. JJ, I'm gonna kick this one off with you, man. Who is that dude in your book?
I'm a little torn because I know like the best player in sports, you're gonna look at like rings, your championships and accomplishments and all of that. And I got 2 guys, and Michael Jordan is gonna be that guy for me because growing up, I mean, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
You went to school, everybody had the shoes, everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan, everybody had Bulls jerseys on. I mean, that's the guy right there, man. He was doing it. He was fucking had the best team that wasn't put together. I mean, they drafted everybody, everything just kind of worked out, man. They did their thing, but Michael Jordan, man, he was clutch. When you needed him, he was there. That flu game, I mean, it's just countless uh times where he came through. And there, I mean, that was it for me. I mean, Tom Brady is another one, but I know there's like a discussion to be had there because he can't play both sides of the field.
Yeah,
you being nice about it because I was about to say Deflate Gate for me, bro. Spy Gate, Deflate Gate. He got too many gates with his career, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
But no, I mean Tom Brady is a good one because I think we're actually talking about as far as like who is our best player like right now at this moment.
I was gonna ask that, because that changes my
but
if we talk about ever, I'm like, we talking
about and it's like right now actively wise. So
which is still a good take on JJ Part. I still like what he said.
Yeah, still like what he said though.
No, that's what I'm saying. But the Tom Brady, he's active right now, so that's
yeah.
Well, if we're doing right now, I mean, it's gonna have to be LeBron James because I mean, look at his longevity, dude. 19 years putting up these kind of numbers, like, dude, like, I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, LeBron James is it right now. I mean, there's no way around it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree. That's why I want to hear what Amari gotta say because I think we
Amari
all feel that way.
Yeah. But
I'm with JJ. I agree with JJ.
Don't sit up here. He about to give us Minnesota's receiver, man. He about to start singing.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
Come on with it,
don't do that.
All right.
All of Minnesota.
Hey, don't do that. You know I'm a realist. Don't do that shit.
I know you're a realist, but I gotta make fun, man, because y'all made me cry.
But that was your fault, though. That was your fault.
Cry, motherfucker.
That was your fault. I'm a realist, okay?
You did
that to yourself.
We told you, man. I gotta go to a therapist after this.
We told you off camera.
You stupid.
Kevin Durant, I gotta go see 2 therapists now, man. I gotta see my regular therapist and I gotta see a sports therapist, man.
You need to go see your proctologist after that, man.
That hurt me up, dog. It killed me, dog. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
You stupid, dude.
Damn, Kevin Durant. Go ahead, Amari J, man. I'm hurting.
So look, man, this actually threw me off because this is actually somebody that I don't talk about. I don't know. It's not that I don't like. As far as when it comes to sports, and I respect. I'm like I said, I'm a realist, right? And one thing about sports that I can hate a athlete, I can talk shit on an athlete, but when it comes to all seriousness, when it's time to be real and be serious, and we're talking about right now at this given, point. What JJ said and what Eddie D said, like right now, what LeBron is doing, obviously, yes, right. But that's not my pick. And we know I'm a diehard Laker, but this is a guy that I never talk about, but I respect the hell out of. And it was the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron was with Cleveland and Miami, I respected his game, but I didn't care for how he got his championships. You know what I'm saying? But the guy that I'm talking about right now is Tom Brady that I never talk about. And again, it's just because we and what JJ said, we go off of the championships, the rings, and so forth. I'm not even going on that. I'm going till this day, right? If y'all want to say LeBron, well, let's go over and carry LeBron over and compare it to Brady. Brady did just win. LeBron did win. LeBron did win the ring, but you know what I'm saying? He came over
back to back. LeBron won.
It took LeBron a couple seasons, and that's not his fault. That's not his fault. You have to build it when you give away that much talent and those many picks. That's not his fault that he didn't win right away, right? But the fact that Tom Brady went over to a team that was basically just a
30 for 30.
They weren't a team that you were worried about, you weren't scared of. The fact that he went over to a team and took them to a championship and won the very first season after leaving the coach that they tried to say was, a big part of why he won so many.
Now, he just shooting at me all damn day, bro. That's what we're doing today. We get up Sunday morning, he's just shooting shots at me.
And look, man, the fact that he did that, man, I mean, it just means so much. And even this past season, did he lose? Yes, but the man still was right there, 40 years old. And again, we can say, and I've been one of those guys that says, well, he don't get hit and all that. I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't get hit, but I mean, that's not all like the offensive line. The man knows how to get the ball out. He knows what he wants. He knows
Mm-hmm.
how to demand what he wants. You know, the man demands the best out of his teammates. You know, he's the MJ and the Kobe Bryant of the NFL. You know, like LeBron, you ain't gonna hear nobody like Shaq said, nobody's scared of LeBron. LeBron's gonna go out there and ball his ass off. LeBron is gonna go out. He's gonna be the best overall stats wise to ever do
you
it.
said something on that one, yeah.
But you're not gonna hear LeBron's teammates be like talk shit like they did about Kobe and Michael Jordan, because LeBron ain't at practice on your ass and you know what I'm saying, and this and that, like Kobe was and like MJ was. They was trying to bust your ass at practice.
Yeah.
LeBron
Kobe
out there,
hated you. He hated
you know what I'm saying?
Teammates.
No, it's not that he hated you. LeBron,
I'm playing, but I mean, he was on their ass. Is what I'm saying.
Whenever he played against you, he demanded the best, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Tom Brady is. But till this day, you don't hear no slander on Tom Brady as a teammate, nothing like that. He just
man, you really don't, bro.
It don't matter if you're special teams, practice squad,
You're making me talk
first
good about
stream.
Tom Brady. He pissing me off right now.
He wants the best out of you, right? And the fact that the man is he knows how to win. And I'm gonna break it down a little bit more. LeBron, we know LeBron and Tom Brady, we know they have a big say so. LeBron can say, I'm gonna step back. I had nothing to do with this and that. We know they're gonna go to LeBron before they make moves and shit in the offseason and pickups. We know they're gonna do what Tom Brady wants to do. Tom Brady, I feel like, is a better manager overall, right?
That's a good
and
point.
And here's the thing,
one, bro.
LeBron bounces and jumps to the better teams and shit like that, and makes these decisions before he gets there. Tom Brady gets to a situation and says, "This is what I want done," and makes it work.
LeBron is like a locust. He come to your team and just suck
everything
up.
Tom Brady does the necessary thing. Tom Brady just came back and they just already restructured his contract again. And why? He does what he does what he needs to do.
I said this already about Tom Brady. You're not gonna make me talk good about it.
And so look, and again, and so is LeBron one of the greatest? Yes, what he's done in this year 19 and all that is great. But I'm looking at overall, Tom Brady is continuing to win every season, continue to be in the playoffs, continue to be right there for championship odds and favorites and all that and everything. And Tom Brady puts his team in the best predicament to win. LeBron doesn't always do that. And that's my take. And that's my take on the best player.
Eddie didn't slide in that bad boy, man. Tell me how you feel, because he gonna have me sitting up here crying again talking about Tom Brady.
Well,
Tom
I gotta
Brady
take 2 seconds. I gotta take 2 seconds just to throw out on some JJ shit. My favorite player ever is Kobe.
Yes, sir. You already know. Hey, we already know.
Gotta say that. I just gotta say that because we'll talk about that again. We'll talk about that one day.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one day.
My take gonna be quick. The funny part about mine is that it's almost like I'm the flip side of Amari, what he said, because it's almost like we almost knew what each other was going to be saying, because I make the comparison between Brady and LeBron also.
Okay.
Mine is way more childish.
Okay.
It's like, I'm going to keep it real. Like, okay.
Oh, y'all killing me today. Y'all killing me.
We can talk
I'm listening.
about all the fucking wins, the rings that they both got, times they've been to the championship game, all that good stuff. We can do that. Fuck all that. At the end of the day, I had to look at this shit myself, and I was like, okay, so how can I make, the comparison between when we're not looking at records and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the way I looked at it was like, at the end of the day, LeBron is just like, if I had to compare the two, I said, well, let's look at it from just a perspective of athleticism. And I said, you know what? They both like the shit. They both, those guys, because I mean it. I like Amari's take because he really made that comparison. I ain't got to make it. But this is how I look at it. At the end of the day, like, if it came out to athleticism, I believe that if you put both of them in like a fucking back alley, fucking Thunderdome type fucking fight and shit, LeBron could beat the dog shit out of fucking Brady. He could beat the brakes off his ass. And not only could he fucking damn near kill and murder this motherfucker if he wanted to, from a purely athletic standpoint.
Okay,
but the fact that LeBron right now, my shit is
making me smile.
LeBron right now could go and play receiver or tight end for fucking Tampa Bay, but Brady sure couldn't play for the Lakers.
For sure, for sure.
That. And that's just, like I said, it's more silly, but it's really just a childish comparison between the two that, yeah, they both stack up in there. But one, to me, from an athletic perspective, is just a better athlete is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I believe he can go and he could literally stack up in the NFL if he had to. But I don't think Brady could. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not from a purely athleticism standpoint.
I get what you're saying.
I feel that, and so that's why I like the term athlete.
They're very interchangeable. That's why I like what Amari was saying, because he already gave the reasons why. Matter of fact, I like what he said the most about the whole manager, because that's the point I didn't think about. And LeBron do that shit all the time. And like what I just said, when he said that, LeBron will go to your team and he'll get a win. He'll get a ring.
You get just a ring.
He'll leave your team. Your team is like that chick who once the dude left her, like she wasn't shit after that. Like she just
gets strung out on some shit.
she
gets strung out on some shit.
Like that's how LeBron
I was gonna say that,
team.
but I didn't want to.
No, but you real though. I give you that. I give it to you. It's like that's how it is. When he done, like he leave. Because I'm be honest, hey, all of us being Laker fans, y'all, and y'all at one time we ain't said it yet, but at one time or other, we all looked at this shit with LeBron and said, man, I hope he don't leave, because if he do, we fuck. Like if he leave, he take everything.
I said, man, all the time, bro.
And
like,
I'm not saying we'll never regroup, we'll never rebuild, but it's like when he leaves, he just goes to another team and wins again.
But this time,
stuck with a baby, like
I hear what you're saying.
With a child support.
But the only thing about that though, too, though, the teams that he left, as far as for Cleveland, they also was getting first overall picks for like 2-3 years straight too, though. They just not good at drafting. That was their issue. Now,
the
obviously,
one is Miami.
Now, obviously, Kyrie. Now, obviously, Kyrie was the best pick of all of them. But like Waiters and it was Waiters, and then after that, it was Wiggins, right?
Yeah.
And so and I'm not saying Wiggins was a bust. It's just
he not, bro. He just didn't he wasn't given the time, bro, to develop, man. He kind of just got shipped off too fast.
You just made the best point, D. That's what LeBron does. He will take Wiggins and put him to, or not, he won't, but that will happen to Wiggins. He'll end up in Minnesota or some crazy, or wherever the fuck he went first. And then you stuck there. Look at what we just had this conversation. Look at fucking Ingram and fucking.
They're all in the playoffs, man.
Dog, that's what LeBron will do to you. He will say, "I want AD so I can win the championship," and they will sell the farm, and then he'll get a ring, and you stuck like, okay, what we got now? And he gone. And he did that with Cleveland. That's what I'm saying. So that's the point I'm making. Y'all making it
crazy. I was about to ask on everything, like, wait, what the hell happened to Wiggins? For some reason, I was about to ask the question.
He Golden State.
No, I know that. No, I know that. But for a quick second, I was about to ask y'all, like, wait, is he out? Is he hurt? Because everything has been about like Poole right now.
But Wiggins is balling, bro.
No,
Wiggins is balling.
He's having a quiet, good playoffs. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. I almost forgot that they had him on the team because it's been about Poole and Curry
coming off the bench.
He's had a decent, quiet career because once LeBron lullaby your ass, it's like you just go to wherever the fuck he's singing.
You go to the pastures, fool.
You go to Minnesota and die, and you gotta like be resurrected and shit. So that's what happens with LeBron. And I love LeBron, but that's kind of what he do to your team.
It's what you get what you get, and I mean you love him for who he is, and you take what you get. That's just what it is.
That's true. Trust me, I'll take the ring any day.
So I had 3 people on my list that I found hard to get past, man, and I'm kind of surprised.
Kirk Cousins got to be one of them. He got to be.
It was gonna be Russell Wilson, but I thought about it for a minute. I didn't want to piss nobody off. Mainly after you said Tom Brady, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put Russ back in here, and we gonna get the ball back at the 1 end. But this time we gonna run that motherfucker." Nah, man. All jokes aside, man. So I thought about 3 people, man, and I know there's one person, man. They didn't announce retirement yet, but one of the 3 was Serena Williams. I really thought as an athlete, bro, like she should be considered.
Yeah, definitely.
She's still active, category as one of as the greatest athlete available. So I was tossed with her, and then I'm not gonna lie, but y'all showered one of these guys with way too much love already, man. Which would be Tom Brady. You know what I mean? I thought about Tom, even including all his Gates, because obviously he likes Gates. He probably like Kevin Gates too. I mean, that's probably what he listened to before he decides to deflate footballs and spy on teams and shit like that. And then the other person was, of course, LeBron James, man. I think these 3 people, man, are examples of excellence, man, whenever it comes to being athletes and being good at their crafts. But if I had to lean more towards one, the most dominant athlete right now, to me, and I hate to say this, man, it would be Tom Brady.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be Tom Brady. I know I did all that clowning and hooping and hollering and all that, but to be honest, man, Tom Brady is the athlete, bro.
Take a shot for me.
And there's no slight towards LeBron James, and there's no slight towards Serena Williams. I just think that when you watch a person like this play at this position, and he's going to this many championships and he's winning them, you know what I mean, says a lot, man. And football is that ain't easy to do. In any sport, it's not easy to do. But in football, because you have to depend on so many other people, you know what I mean? It's so hard. Like, tennis, you depend on yourself, you know what I mean? It's how you execute. LeBron could just easily take over a game Amari J, you said it best. He has to not only get his receivers enthused, he has to get the D line hyped. He got to get the linebackers hyped. He got to get the corners hyped. Hell, he even getting the coaches hyped. You know what I mean? Like he does so much.
And I'm sorry, real quick, and I think it was, I forgot who said it, but the fact that we've heard this on many occasions from different. A lot of people say this, right? That the comparison is that he's not playing offense and defense, right? And, so people will pick LeBron over Brady and this and that. And again, I'm just looking at this from a sports perspective. And it just came to me right now that you said this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's not playing defense, but you can also affect your defense by how much you're going 4 and outs and keeping your defense on the field, and them getting tired out. And then them losing that, we all knows how that goes. When your defense has to stay on the field consistently, that's really playing your defense, right? So if you can get out on that field and game manage and give your defense time to rest, get your defense time to, game strategize against the offense and stuff like that. That in a sense, that's playing defense for, on offense, right?
Yeah,
it definitely affects it.
Yeah, it affects it, So I understand when people say, oh, well, LeBron plays both, when it comes to NBA players and soccer and all these different sports, they play both ways, so you can't compare. Well, yeah, you can in a sense. And I said it just can't. This is the first time that I have ever actually said this in a take. But, Brady, you have to give him credit, though, because he's keeping his defense off the field, too, when he's going down and making long drives, giving his defense a rest and stuff like that. That's a big thing. That is a very big thing.
I know I mentioned that either when we were talking about Tua or when we were talking about Baker. It's one of them.
It was both of them.
And so,
I know I mentioned that one time
and
myself.
so I do think that that's something we don't really hear, actually, that's a big, he don't play both sides of the ball, but when he is giving his defense time to rest and gather themselves, in a sense, he is.
Because if you suck, you're going to kill your
defense.
defense. So.
Yeah.
Go ahead, JJ.
I'm not retracting from what I said. I know I said LeBron James.
Oh, no, yeah, you
but
ain't wrong.
At the same time, like Amori was just saying, I could see, he's given a lot of confidence to his defensive players whenever he's like putting himself out there, doing all this and that. So yeah, he's getting energy to his defense too.
Yeah.
Whenever he's up there. But one key piece that we haven't mentioned yet, or I don't recall, but he's making moves in the off season too, whenever he's sacrificing, well, not really sacrificing, but his contract is not what it should be.
Yeah.
Taking his whole team in mind.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the difference between him and LeBron and like the ADs and some of these guys. If you want to win,
any superstar.
Yeah. Bro.
Russell Wilson. I said,
till this day, Tom Brady can be up there getting paid $40 million with these other young guys right now, because these guys that are getting $40 million a year, they're not even some of these guys ain't even making it past the second fucking round of the playoffs.
They don't even have a quarter of a ring.
While he's doing this shit still and taking way less money. And that's why I said the difference between him and LeBron is that he's picking the team over other things, right? LeBron is great. LeBron does a lot of great things outside of basketball for society, for people and all that. But I think that he still hasn't fully grown up as far as being a manager, which we know he really is. Whenever he comes to a team, we know when any team decides we're going to pick up LeBron, we know what's coming with it. We're picking up LeBron / manager, and he hasn't excelled in the management position as well as Brady has. And that's, for me, that's the main difference.
Yeah, to me too. That's what I agree with too. And then the last thing before we take our Hennessy break, I will say this, because you said something that was crucial in that segue too, right? That whenever you're a quarterback and you can score off of turnovers, that also excites your defense too. You know what I mean? And that's something that he does. You turn the ball over, I'm gonna score. So they know that by the time it's all over with, they get to play prevent defense and be ball hogs back there and make their stats look good, which allows them to get big checks and go on to wherever they gotta go, because these leads are so big and all they're forced to do is pass. That's what he brings to the table, man. No, he don't play both sides of the field, but he sure does affect it, man, in more ways than one, man.
And not even just that, LeBron is not even that. LeBron has not ever really been the best 2A player his whole career either. He's always been an offensive player first, and we've all know that LeBron.
We've seen spurts.
We all know that he'll show spurts. He'll have nights. Oh shit, my legs feel pretty good tonight. I'm gonna play a little defense, and we've seen way more nights than others where he's out there chilling on defense to save all his energy to score. So
Yeah. Well, fellas, it's time for that Hennessy break, man. Again, y'all, you know, we love Henny time, man. Time to take a little break.
Well, real quick, I know my
yeah.
brethrens, one of my brethrens got a little extra drunk last night. My other boys can't drink today, but on the good side, Amore J can drink. So I said earlier, I'm gonna drink for all y'all. I mean, I'm already 2 cups in. I'm gonna take 1 shot for each of y'all 3. Hennessy, VSO.
Hennessy. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that, JJ put it in too.
Mm-hmm. Herradura Ultra.
That's for Eddie.
Ultra.
That's for Eddie D.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
This for D Walt.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And remember, fans, always drink responsibly, man. Please make sure you're drinking water. Uber. JJ had a designated driver, so don't have to worry about that. So does Amore J. So again, y'all, we'll take this quick Hennessy break, man, and then we'll be back for the last and final topic. So I get to find out everybody's top 5 movies, sports.
That Hennessy Ghost just came back. Shit.
See y'all in a bit.
Peace.
All right, y'all. So we're back from Henny time. Again, please drink responsibly as always, man. Fellas, I love that last topic, man. It was very, very good and inspirational to talk about some of the GOATs, the greatest at the moment. Shouts out to Tyson Fury too, man, for winning his boxing match yesterday. I don't want to forget that along the way, man. He's 30-0-1. So that's pretty damn amazing, man, for a boxer.
Sir. Didn't he retire last night?
He said, yeah.
Yeah, I thought
he was gonna hang it up. He said he was gonna try to fight what you call the MMA dude.
Yeah.
Guy. But he said other than that, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. He said he's done. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's bullshit, but he said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Shouts out to him, man.
He's got a lot of money,
love, man. So fellas, real quick, man, so we can squeeze this with it, man. I would like to know, in any order, don't matter, man. Top 5 sports movies that of all time for you guys, man. What makes you happy, man? In the world of sports movies, man. So Eddie Dean, I'm gonna kick this one off with you, man. Give me. I'll make it
quick. I'll make it quick and very descriptive and real quick. For me, and it's in no order. My top 5. Matter of fact, I'm doing my honorable mentions first, real quick.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights, Varsity Blues, The Program, which was our shit when we were younger.
Yeah.
Blue Chips was our shit when we were younger, and White Men Can't Jump, which was even more of our shit when we were younger.
Yeah.
That's my honorable mentions. I'm gonna run through this so we can get this in. Rocky is one of the most inspiring. It's like pretty much Rocky's almost like my fictional hero. So Rocky is right at the top. That shit will pump me up and have me fired up. Bull Durham, it's because nostalgic and it brings me back to that time in my life when I was first starting to play baseball, and I love that movie. It's easily one of the most quotable movies. It's all that. Rudy, damn near. I played sports all my life. And I got into like a weird time around middle school where I was kind of just playing drums and shit. And I grew up playing every sport. And Rudy kind of like inspired me to get back and start playing football again and shit in high school, which I was all right. I wasn't that good, but I was out there. Anybody know me though? It was out there. Above the Rim. Hood classic. That was so quotable. That was our shit in middle school. Like you soundtrack, the movie, Tupac. You just couldn't fuck with it. Another good one. And I ain't gonna lie, this one had kind of snuck in on me because I was looking for number 5, and it snuck in on me for number 5. And I gotta be honest, it's Coach Carter. And
that's a good one. Yeah.
I don't know if it's aged great since the like early 2000s and stuff as far as like the vibe, but it's still very relatable. And I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I made my list is because when I watch it, because of it being relatable, there are parts. First of all, Samuel L. Jackson reminds me of my old man. They are very similar as far as the way they act, the way they look, they color, everything. They very dead on. And him and how he was in that movie, as far as being kind of like almost a father figure to some of them guys, that touches me on a personal level. So that movie might not have been intended to be but I do like it on that level. So that's my top 5.
All right, JJ, man, let me squeeze you up in there, man. Let me know what you got.
I have Friday Night Lights too. Mine are more football based. I was just more into football back then. Rudy, I Am Marshall, The Blind Side.
See, I like
that one hit me a little different because it had more your real life aspect.
Did we lose JJ?
I hope we didn't lose JJ, man.
It kind of froze up a little bit.
It kind of froze up on us, man.
Yeah, he got him. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there we go.
We got you back.
And
hey JJ, did you have any after Blindside?
Off the
Blind Side, yeah.
You froze up a little bit.
did I get I Am Marshall?
Yeah, you said it before that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Remember the Titans and Rocky?
Yeah, we
was
missed
my
that
number one
Yeah.
too.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah.
Rocky, he was just it's like you said, it was just an inspirational movie, man. It just got you going, got the blood.
Because Rocky never
going.
give up. That's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I know this is gonna be a little unexpected. It's an honorable mention too, but Dodgeball.
Oh, that's what I'm bro.
No, I got that shit on my shit. I got that shit on my shit.
Hey, bro, I like it.
Hey, that was my shit.
Yeah.
All right, dodgeball is
I might watch that shit tonight. Actually,
dodgeball is a sport, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. That's a sport. Omar J, squeeze up in there real quick, man. Let me know what you got.
Hey, it's funny because my honorable mentions for sure got dodgeball and that shit, man. Blindside is my honorable mentions. And Rocky is in my honorable mentions, and for the same reason that you guys said. Now, as far as my top five, I had thought we were just doing your favorite of all time, but as far as the top five now, I'll go down my five. Number 5 for me was the Mighty Ducks.
Ooh,
man, that shit
like that.
for my I was born in 90, you know what I'm saying? So like that movie right there was just, I mean, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever many it was, I watched all 20. Mighty Ducks, man, was just Mighty Ducks. Yeah, man. Just, I mean, to this day, we still talk about that flying V and me and my brothers and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, the Mighty Ducks was just one of them, just those.
And they live in California. They talking about the flying V.
They had them. They had the
they don't even know what ice look like, bro.
Shit. Look, man, just for me,
ice look like.
For me, man, that was a big part of my life, man. Me and my cousins growing up, man. And Mighty Ducks, we can watch that movie. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, and just it was always just. It, you know what I mean? It was just, we just can watch it at any time, Number 4 for me was the Sandlot. I hear nobody bring that up.
Movie, yeah.
Sandlot, man.
Throw that out there too,
you know what I mean? Just, and again, it's because the way that I grew up, as a kid, nowadays, kids are more into the electronics and shit. And for me, we were out, you got locked outside and shit, and don't come back till it hits nighttime and them lights come on. And, and so Sandlot just meant so much to me because that was the way we lived, it was out there playing ball.
Playing all day.
Playing all day.
Drinking out of water hose.
Drinking out of water, bro. You feel me? So, and so Sandlot was
don't bring your ass back in the house, bro.
Yeah, unless it was lunchtime, nap time, or time to come in for the night. You know what I'm saying? And so Sandlot just meant so much to me, man, too, because it was just, that's how I was raised. That's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? It was, you out there learning the sports from the OGs and you meeting people by just being out there and putting yourself out there. So Sandlot was my number 4, man. Number 3 was Coach Carter. It just, I mean, I don't know how Coach Carter can't be in most people's top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a sleeper almost. Like it's.
Yeah, man, because Coach Carter,
a good movie.
It was a great movie, based on a true story. You know what I'm saying? It was you can feel what they were going through. Like that movie made, you know what I'm saying? It was relatable.
No, people can say what they want, but when that motherfucker told him, when he stood up in that gym and he told him motherfucker he saved his life, that touched me every time.
Yeah, man.
What y'all say?
I love
that part.
It was real. Every character, every actor that was chose for that role, it was relatable, man. You felt the shit. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff that we can really like, damn, I was there. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that was my number 3.
I don't want to step on your time, but like, again, I just love that movie. When that motherfucker showed up at his door and he was like, man, look, I just want to be back. I don't give a fuck what I got to do. And he was like, man, just come on in. I got you. I'm sorry.
Man.
Right now, that touches me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it gives you chills, bro.
I'm
because
sorry,
it was,
forgive me.
It felt so real. It felt so real. And shit that we can, we can relate to. Number 2 was Above the Rim, that JJ, I think was the one that, man, hey, Above the Rim. I mean, that's like one of the things we talk about.
That was Eddie D.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie D.
I grew up in Above the Rim. You gotta give me my credit.
Above the Rim, that's almost like when we talked about the whole Muhammad Ali shit. Like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the history of Muhammad Ali. If you don't know that, shame on you. Above the Rim. If you don't know what the fuck Above the Rim is,
you missing out, bro.
Shame
missing out.
You missed it.
Yeah. Shame on you. You know what I'm saying? And for me, my number 1, man, was Remember the Titans. Came out in 2000. I was 10 years old. And the reason why it's my number one is because it was more, you know, how nowadays everybody says more than basketball, to me at that time, this was more than sports, you know. This was the first movie that not only touched me as a, you know, as an athlete, you know, it was the first thing that, I mean, they opened my eyes to segregation and racism and all that stuff. It made me start asking my mom and dad questions at the age of 10 years old. Why this? Why that? You know, to see whites and blacks become brothers and family. I mean, this movie was, I mean, so emotional and powerful, but also so inspiring, and gave you that fire to want to get on that field and turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
This movie was just, this was the first sports movie that was that branch for me, that it was just more than sports, you know. Again, it made me ask questions at the age of 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? And right now I'm at that, like, as a dad, you know, right now, like, me and my wife actually just spoke to my daughter yesterday about racism, you know, and my daughter is about to turn 7, you know. So for me to be 10 years old to start asking those questions, I want to be, you know, I want my kids to be, you know, knowledgeable of these things that happens in the world, because they got to understand, as being a, you know, a mixed kid, or, you know, black and white, you know, you're gonna go through things, you know. So and my daughter, you know, she's so loving and so open and just so free spirited, bro, and just so, my daughter, man, is amazing, you know. And it's just, we had to have this conversation with her, you know, at the age of 7, because she don't know no better. My daughter thinks that she don't see color, you know, she don't. But I had to, you know, we just had to talk with her yesterday, but, you know, baby, like, and again, as we're talking about this, I'm probably gonna have her sit down and watch this movie with me.
Yeah, that's a good one to
soon,
watch,
you know, because I'm saying that this movie was the movie for me that opened me up, and, you know, maybe this would be the movie that she'll see and sit down, because my daughter is I can't speak enough, man. Like, at 7, but she's about to be 7, and she's beyond her times, you know. But for me, that's why this movie was number one, because not only was it a great sports movie, man, and a great movie, it was just it opens up, man. I think that this was the best sports movie overall, because what it did for you, you know, for me, what it did for me.
Touching real quick, part of that movie for me was the part Cat Stevens playing. Julia shows up to old dude's house, and the way that they embrace, it's like you would think in real life like they were brothers. They hugged each other. It's a very touching part of that movie.
Very touching.
From where they started to, like, that's my brother. It's
and
like,
that's really what it does for me. You know what I mean? Because again, at 10 years old, I didn't know color. I wasn't looking at color, you know. But when I seen that movie, it was like, Mom, you know, why? Or Dad, why? You know, it made me ask those questions, you know what I mean? And that's why ultimately, not only was it a great sports movie, but it was a great, I feel like, background and just a history of where we come from as well movie.
Yeah. Well, man, I want to make mine really, really quick, man. So again, man, we all share a lot of movies in common, man. So my honorable mentions was like Above the Rim, Rocky, and Coach Carter, right? That was it. So then I rolled into 5, which would be Friday Night Lights. I like that one. 4 was White Man Can't Jump, because that one was just amazing to me, man. Wesley Snipes, Wesley Snipes in that, his outfit and shit, all the trash talking.
Hey, you know they got another one coming out, right?
Ooh, no. I look
the rapper Jack Harlow, my boy, white rapper. He's gonna be the he's gonna be the lead role for that.
See that shit.
Yeah. Then three, I'll put down Any Given Sunday, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna put
but that was boy. And then 2 is He Got Game, bro. Like, to me, He Got Game was just and then for the same reasons you named, man, for Remember the Titans, bro. Like, you're just not gonna get no better than that, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, overall, that movie says a lot, not just about sports, but society as a whole. And I think this is something that they should instill in the education system, man, to watch, because we seem to be going back into this loophole here. So that's our top 5. Well, fellas, I appreciate y'all, man. Again, as always, man, I love these takes. Amori J's gonna get drunk for us, man. I'm gonna bring my daughter to her FFA meeting.
Wait.
JJ,
wait. You said you said gon' get drunk, or is drunk for y'all?
Don't get drunk. I said don't get drunk. I don't want to say that on that at you are, but you go get drunk. JJ go to sis with. God damn, son.
I would kill that goddamn shit. It look about smoke.
Again, man, as always, man, make sure to like us on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and of course, my favorite friend, the Twitter, for all things like, love, comment. YouTubers, we love y'all too. Like,
subscribe right now.
Yes, that is so huge.
Subscribe.
again, man, in this world, man, of cancel culture, man, please respect everyone's opinions. Just because you do not agree with something, man, does not mean that you get to villainize the person because y'all don't share the same beliefs, man. And again, shouts out to all the winners that's going to win some of these basketball series. Before we get back online, I will cry about the Nets again, and I do apologize to everybody about that. And fellas, again, love y'all, man. It
Hey,
was
real
great
quick,
doing the podcast again. What you
Hey,
want to
real
chime
quick,
in on?
this upcoming Friday, we got a special guest, our very first,
Our very first guest.
very first special guest. We got,
Please tune in and tell your friends. This is gonna be controversial.
Alumni to A.B. Miller out of California. You know what I'm saying? One of the coldest female athletes in basketball that I know to this day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to play defense on her on the basketball court because she gonna cross me. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be 100. I've known her for 15 years, more than that probably, and I ain't gonna lie. Play around or not, I ain't fucking with her. I'm not getting on the court with her because she ain't finna make me look stupid in front of the homies. You know what I'm saying? She went to Duke, played at Duke. That tells you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Duke alumni, still playing overseas right now, doing her shit, man. We got Chloe Wells, man, stepping on the podcast this upcoming Friday. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a great show, man.
Tell your friends, and tell your friends about this one, man. This is gonna be one that's gonna spark everybody's attention.
Yes.
I love that
my
type
kids gotta eat.
Yeah, for real. Yes, we gotta eat around here, man. And again, man, love y'all. Thanks to the Call It Nation, man, again for checking in, man. And please, as always, man, please drink responsibly, man. And it's always Hennessy time, man. Always drink Hennessy. No conversation is bad whenever you drinking Hennessy, man. So please always drink that Henny, big dog. And most definitely shouts out
Herradura. Don't forget about Herradura.
Yeah. Most definitely. I don't see. I want to say it so bad, but I'm gonna get JJ to play.
I can't say that. My tongue don't roll that way. My tongue don't roll that.
Tequila, man. Most definitely. Shouts out to them too, because again, between both of those drinks, man, it's always good conversation, man. So make sure y'all please drink and please drink responsibly too, y'all. Again, love y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next set, man. I'm going to drop my daughter to FFA meeting so that way she's going to kick my ass. And that's right. I said it. She'll kick my ass.
Let's call it how we see it, man. And
Y'all be safe.
D-Wall, JJ, Eddie D, man. Hey, we love y'all so much, man. Call it how we see it. We're going to keep calling it how we see it as we go, man. Keep rocking with us. And remember, please subscribe on everything, man.
On everything.
Everything. We love y'all so much, man. Keep rocking with us. Call it how we see it.
Peace out.
We just call it how we see it.